I have a theory. Most of us wouldn't last a day without electricity. You wouldn't be able to get to or log on to work or school, your perishable foods would perish, and if you were bored, you couldn't just pull up an HI video. You'd have to wait for me to come to your town and whisper you sweet nothings about airline logistics, or worse, read a book. For most of us, living in modern society without modern conveniences would be a nightmare. But that's just because most of us aren't Amish. And if you are Amish, put that phone down, Ezekiel. It's unbecoming. Though we imagine the Amish as totally shunning electricity, technology, and a good time, the truth is more complicated. In today's interconnected economy, permanent isolation from the modern world is impractical, so the Amish rely on surprisingly complex electricity-free and electricity-light technology solutions to make it work. So how exactly do Amish communities navigate the modern world with as little electricity as possible? All those guys and gals driving horse-drawn carriages are part of the Old Order Amish Mennonite Church, which originated in Europe as a Mennonite sect with a guy named Jacob Amon, who believed shunning individuals was good for them and that lying should result in banishment from the church. Shockingly, other people in Europe didn't vibe with that, probably because of how much they loved lying and hanging out with sinners. So when William Penn founded a colony based on religious tolerance, the Amish immigrated to Pennsylvania in droves. Their self-imposed separation reflects an extension of the Mennonites' New Testament-heavy philosophy, that they're pilgrims whose journeys must exist outside of modern society to redeem themselves after Adam and Eve's big party foul in the Garden of Eden. Basically, suffer now, get into heaven later. And this philosophy formed the Amish's central tenets: humility, forgiveness, brotherly love, non-resistance, and submission, which each 75-person Amish enclave codifies in their community's Ordnung, the German word for order and the Amish word for super esoteric rules. Since the Amish religion is decentralized, each group is autonomous, which means there are thousands of communities, all with slightly different ordinances that dictate if, where, when, and how members can use electricity or modern appliances. Generally speaking though, the Amish ban the use of electricity from the common grid, along with lame activities like going to school past 8th grade, joining the military, and initiating a divorce, because as the Lord says, school is for nerds, the military is for jocks, and marriage is forever. But there's a growing faction of Amish people who build furniture or sell food to non-Amish people, and who want to know if the money's really greener beyond the commune. So to get past Ordnungs, there's an entire cottage industry that manufactures bespoke, low-voltage Amish technology. You want to know what one of its most popular inventions is? Nope, not a bot that churns out hot romance novels like Happily Ever Amish, The Mysterious Amish Nanny, or the more to the point In Love with the Amish Nanny. It's an Amish computer. While it does run on electricity, it uses a battery pack instead of a wall plug, getting around the no electric grid electricity rule. It doesn't have internet, games, video, or music, though it does have a Clippy-free word processor and spreadsheet generator. That is to say, this invention streamlines typing and accounting and makes running an Amish business more efficient. After all, if God wanted you crunching your own numbers, he'd let you stay in school past 8th grade. To get around that pesky electric grid rule, some Amish communities have adopted giant water wheels and wind turbines to power and heat their homes. There's also a wide range of power tools that rely on compressed air rather than electricity that some Amish communities have adopted. They're called pneumatic tools, and they operate via air compressors. Say Jeremiah is building this $2,000 Amish TV stand. He'll hook up an air compressor to the coupler on the bottom of his pneumatic power drill via hose. When the air enters the drill, it travels through a pneumatic motor which converts the air's energy into mechanical work. And bada bing bada boom, TV stand. Drills, saws, table saws, if it can help Jeremiah build your TV stand, someone's engineered an electricity-free hot air alternative. Just don't put a TV on there when he's around, it's tacky. But more and more, Amish people are just blatantly using technology to survive and thrive. And before you post your angry comment about why I'm wrong about that, let me say this. Each Amish community, and therefore each Ordnung, differs, but the general trend has been towards relaxing their electricity rules while still upholding other tenets of their community. See, it's all about humility. If you're not posting thirst traps on Maine or babbling on the phone at Amish Bible study, then arguably you're being humble about using your phone. It just depends. We're talking about a religion like no other. It has no hierarchy, no obvious overarching structure, basically just a bunch of decentralized nodes all reliant on each other for community and survival. The thing is, accepting credit cards at farm stands and advertising your fine furniture online creates more economic opportunity. And while it's imperative that they remain the shining city on the hill Jesus told them to be, it's just as important to keep the city alive for generations, which is exactly what dipping their toes in technology allows them to do. So if a few years from now you see Amish tweens starting carriage-core TikTok trends, they're not abandoning their community, they're just sustaining it. And I'm sure you, as a member of our mainstream technology-dependent society in 2023, are pretty busy. Between working, watching Netflix, and hanging out with friends, it can be tough to fit in things like exercising or eating well. In fact, I'm sure most of you who wanted to do more exercising and eating healthy for your New Year's resolutions have already given up on them. And while I would never tell you to put your phone down and jog, I'm happy to tell you about HelloFresh. HelloFresh takes all the stuff you don't like about cooking out of the equation, which means no planning, no standing in long grocery store lines, and no hassle whatsoever. I've been using them for years to make healthy, chef-recommended meals in my own kitchen, and I have the recipe cards to prove it. HelloFresh makes it so easy to cook tasty meals, and it's cheaper than getting food delivered or buying takeout with more than 40 weekly recipes to choose from. Plus, their ingredients travel from their farms to your table in less than 7 days, which means you're getting fresh, quality ingredients on your plate. I love how customizable their boxes are. You can choose from a variety of meal options, including calorie smart, carb smart, as well as family friendly or veggie preferences, so no matter what mood you're in or how many picky eaters are at your table, you can whip up a delicious meal in no time. So make a healthy step towards your New Year's healthy eating goals today with HelloFresh by going to HelloFresh.com and using code HAI65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Your stomach and your wallet will thank you.